Hey everyone, just got done with our great discussion with rising New York underground rapper Jodi.10k. I've included timestamps in the comments for each question, so without further ado, let's get right into it.
It's cool. It's calm.
Alright. So, okay, I guess we'll just start off. So, if you want to give like a brief description about yourself, what do you do and what you're here for?
I'm Jody. I rap. I make a lot of noise, and I'm just out here.
So, I remember you used to go by Jazz Jody, and now you go by Jodi.10k. I was just wondering what the reason for that was.
Well, I made the name Jazz Jody like a long time ago. Before I made that before I started rapping.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wouldn't go by that. Like when I thought about rapping, I was like, me and my homeboy who went away at the time. We came up with that name for me or whatever, because Jazz was one of his favorite graffiti artists, and he was like, I could see you being like a Jazz, like. And then Jody, like growing up, I had a bunch of like nicknames that referred to like a kid. Like in my old hood, they called me Man, and then like growing up, like shorties would always call me Baby Boy and stuff like that. And Baby Boy is one of my favorite movies, so like I just basically took the Jody from there. And I made that name in like 2014, I want to say. So the change was basically just because like it just didn't fit me. I feel like it's not the person I am anymore.
It's interesting. So, why'd you go 10k?
Why? What?
Why'd you go with 10k at the end?
That's $10,000, bro.
Oh yeah, I see. All right.
That's your craft.
I see you. Yeah. So, kind of like transitioning. So when I'm listening to like sLums members, right, like Mike, Ade Hakim, like them, I get like a completely different vibe and just like a way more diversity of sound from someone like you. You go to like trap, and then you go to like also like the underground, again, like the Mike kind of spirit. So what's the reason for your diversity of sound compared to like the other sLums artists?
I don't know. We just all grew up differently. I feel like they grew up a certain way, listening to like, I don't know, they listened to more of the same stuff growing up than I didn't. Like, I never had, like, an Earl phase. I never had, like, a Wiki phase. I never really, like, I didn't have those phases that they had. So, like, my style of music, like, I don't know, I just draw my influences from, like, they draw their influences from a lot, like, a really broad place, too. But, like, my places that I get them from are just different. Like, I listen to different shit, and I want to be something different, you know?
Nice. Yeah, I definitely feel you. So who are your influences?
Well, my favorite rapper ever, and that won't change, is Isaiah Rashad. That's like my number one. Like, he's like the guy who like basically that kind of forced me to rap. Like, listening to him really made me like. He's one of the first artists that I listened to. Like, I was just like, wow. People that I normally draw my inspiration and like motivation from and stuff like that are people that I normally hear, and I feel like I can't do what they do, because I feel like a lot of rappers like I'll hear a song and I'll be like, oh, like this is cool, but like I can do that. But the people that motivate me and like inspire me are people that I listen to, and I'm just like, oh wow, I don't think I could have done that. Mm-hmm. Like I couldn't have thought that way. So like Isaiah Rashad, I fuck with heavy. I used to fuck with Scarface super heavy. I love Drake. I'm not even gonna lie. He's one of my favorites up there. Alex Wiley influenced me a lot. Devin the Dude influenced me a lot. A lot of like Southern hip hop. And then like, I don't know, I'm blanking right now, but that's a lot of them. That's a couple of them. That's a few of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because you see a lot of like melodies come in with your music compared to maybe like the other sLums artists. So that actually makes sense. So yeah, I was like, so are you trying to find so this one's kind of like an open-ended question. So are you trying to like find your sound? Are you like experimenting with different sounds to like eventually land on one? Or is this your sound? Like, is your sound always going to be like a bunch of different stuff?
That's a great question. I don't know if I can answer that yet. I don't know if I'm far enough. Like, I feel like I'm always like, my mind is always racing. My mind is always on some different shit. So like, I feel like I could always be doing something completely different. Every song could be something completely different than the last song. But know, if I ever end up just finding one thing that really sticks, then I hope it's something I really enjoy, you know. But I can't really see myself just doing one specific style right now because my mind is too scattered and I feel certain emotions that can only be like expressed in certain ways, you know.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. So, do you have like a favorite sound among all your different sounds?
Nah, I wouldn't really say so. I think I sound better when I do certain things. Like when I feel like my voice lends itself to like the more rappy rap style sometimes, but all other times it doesn't. Like, so I don't really know if I have a favorite yet, but soon I might. I don't know. I'm still trying to grow and kind of expand and see how more crazy shit I could do, you know?
Definitely. So, what do you think your direction is from here on out?
Up. But, I don't know. I want to finish my deluxe project right now.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to continue to make music and hopefully, like, be at a place where, like, I could have a better platform and a bigger platform to express myself and, you know, meet people and grow as a person too, not just an artist, you know.
That makes sense. Yeah. Is that ever gonna be on Apple Music, your new project?
Oh yeah. Once I'm done with the deluxe, I'm gonna put the deluxe on all streaming services.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, I took that one down like a month ago, but
okay.
I'm aiming to put it back up like maybe like late April, maybe May.
All right. Sounds good. So moving on to like the sLums part of the conversation. So were you there for like the founding of sLums or did you join later?
Yeah. So basically, what happened was I've known Ade for about 10 years. Since 2012. I met Ade. I think 2012 I met Ade. But I went to middle school with Ade's older brother. So I knew Ade's older brother before I knew Ade. So around I think I want to say like 2013, I had like thought about rapping, and one of my mutual friends, like Ade was already like Six Press, you know, in the SoundCloud community. He already had like his whole SoundCloud thing going on. So one of my mutual friends basically just like told Ade that I wanted to start rapping, and so then Ade just hit me up. And then me and Ade got really close from there. And then me and Ade for a while had like searched around and like tried to find artists to start our own group then. But like that didn't work or whatever. So me and Ade had just been like cooling. We were making our own music. And then one day Ade had just found Mike on SoundCloud. And then he hit him up, and then like through talking and like fucking with each other's music, they figured out that they lived like a couple blocks away from each other. Oh, wow. So basically, what had happened was, Mike just started pulling up to Ade's crib, and they started cooking up. And then Mike had went to the school. Mike had went to B Smart with King and Daryl, and they were doing the same thing. Me and Ade were basically doing, like they were looking to like start making music and be a collective and shit like that. So then it just kind of fit like that, you know. Ade hit me up and was like, yo, like I met up with this guy Mike, and then he has like two friends that want to make music, so like we wanted to start a group, they wanted to start a group, so let's all link up and like see what's up. So we met up one day and like Tribeca, we walked around like freestyling, playing balls, chilling and shit, and then
that's interesting. So wait, so when you joined, okay, so you said that Mike hit you up, so
no, Mike. So me and Ade were friends, and then Ade had found Mike on SoundCloud. So then they started talking.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
So it was Mike, Ade, and then you. Was King Carter in there then?
Yeah. So me and Ade were like on our, like we were friends, and then Mike had went to high school with King and Daryl. So
okay.
So they like wanted to start making music and like wanted to be a collective, and me and Ade had the same idea basically. So then we just all like Mike basically brought King and Daryl, and then me and Ade pulled up, and then we were just chilling.
All right, interesting. So how does like slums function? Like, how often do you guys meet? What's the group dynamic like? Could you just tell us a little bit about that?
I mean, I don't know. It's pretty weird. I don't really see them that often, to be honest. Like, I don't know. It's more of a collective than more than anything. We're just like we're a group of just like individual people, I guess. Like, so I don't really like it's all love. Like, those are my brothers forever, but I don't really see them as much as I used to. You know, it's been going on like 7 years, and so I mean, like knowing them. You know.
Oh, that's interesting. So, how often do you guys like collaborate on stuff? And like, how often do you release what you collaborate on?
We don't really collab that often, man. Like,
Oh,
I don't
man.
really see them. I mean, I'm linking up with a day actually this week because he's gonna help me work on the deluxe a little bit. So that should be cool. And I'll see King from time to time. More so like when I'm like out, like when I'm linking with Camden. But I don't really see King that often, and I don't really see Mike that often either, or Daryl really.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So, moving on to like your own musical opinions, what do you think is album of the year so far?
Oh my goodness. Right now, I'm gonna say "Fuck the World."
Oh
The
yeah.
Brett Lyons album.
What'd you think of EA?
I like the deluxe. Oh, Return of the Take. I
Yeah.
like it. I liked it. Yeah, I like the Return of the Take. I was waiting for that for dumb long. I'm waiting for it to grow on me a little bit, but it is fire. I was actually just listening to that too.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah, but that shit is fire.
Yeah, yeah. So, did you listen to Medane's new album?
Oh, Madani.
Oh, Medan. Okay, I was wondering how to pronounce it for so long. Yeah, okay, Medan. That makes sense.
Which one? On Pace or
Full circle.
I didn't get around to Full Circle yet, actually.
Oh, all right, all right.
But I know. But you like it?
I liked it a lot, actually. I didn't really have that much of a positive view of Madani before, but Full Circle kind of changed my mind a lot. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Madani is cool. Me and Madani, I don't really know him that well, but like we cool. Like he's a talented guy for sure.
Mhm. So, have you ever like interacted with like the associates, like Navy Blue or like Maxo, Mavi, Pink Sifu, any of them?
So, what you would call it, Sage, Navy Blue. Like I know him not well, but like I see him pretty. Whenever I see Mike or them, he's normally around. So I'll see Sage, like he's cool. I'll dap him up, whatever. Sifu, I actually just met like maybe like in December at his they had the Black Sand release party in Soho, and I pulled up. I didn't even know me and Sifu have the same birthday, but I didn't even know that. Yeah, but I had just met him then, and I haven't got a chance to meet. I have met Maxo once. I think I did meet Maxo at Young World, and Mavi. I haven't got a chance to meet Mavi yet, but I'll see him around probably.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I was just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I'm not really like I'm in the scene, bro, but I'm like not at the same time, you know, like I really like everyone does their own shit, you know, like everyone. I feel like the world like gives the scene like this outside view of like, oh, they think we're all like a close knit, like we just all hang out and shit, but like some of them do, some of them don't, like, you know.
Yeah, that's interesting. So I guess it's just like it's like Mike and I guess it's just Mike that's like kind of like the connecting piece between, you know, like Navy Blue and Earl and them, and then you guys are just kind of doing your own stuff.
I guess, yeah. Mike and Madani kind of like, yeah. I mean, but it's not even. I wouldn't even say that too, because I feel like a day is just as close to Earl and them as Mike is. But Mike and a day do their own things, you know. But like,
That's interesting.
I don't know. Yeah.
So
I'm just doing other stuff. Like I'm just not around it as often as I would like to be. But
yeah, that makes sense. So you're looking into like trap, right? That kind of style. I mean, I guess that's always been part of your style, but like, so how often do you collaborate with like other like non-slums, like completely different artists?
I mean, most of the time, if I'm collabing, like it'll mostly be people from outside of slums. Like I normally collab with like I don't really do too many collabs to be honest, but when I do, it's probably just with like the homies. Like I'll talk to guys a lot. Like I'll talk to like I share music a lot with like Elijah Banksy and like Zeke Ultra and like my boy Mars, boy Genius, and then like a couple other guys like I'll share music with, and I'll share music with a day and shit. Like I'll FaceTime him from time to time, and Camden Malik also. Me and Cam dropped like a tape at the end of last year and shit, and we got like a couple slaps. But yeah,
Nice,
I don't really
nice.
like. Me and Mike have only made. Me and Mike have made one song since the Slums tape in like 2015, and that one's on my tape. Me and the Day haven't even made a song yet since the Slums tape.
Did
Me
you
and
guys
Cam-
did you guys collab on Roadrunner? Wasn't that the name of the
Oh
song?
yeah, Roadrunner. Roadrunner was cool. I forgot about Roadrunner. Yeah, so we did that Roadrunner. I can't think of anything else that we've done since then. But yeah, we did. I pulled up to we did do Roadrunner. That was cool.
That's interesting. So, would you consider like what would you name your genre? Like underground or like?
I don't know. I struggle with that, bro, because people ask me all the time, like, especially people like new people. Like I don't really like to lead off with the fact that I'm a rapper. Like when I meet people, but like when people find out, they always ask me the same question, like, yo, like, if you had to compare yourself, or you had to, like, give yourself a style, like, what would you be? Like, I really can't say, because one day I could sound like K. Cudi, the other day I could sound like Playboy Cardi, and the next day I could sound like Mike, you know? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, I can't really say, like, I can't, it's like, any given track is a different feel, and it's a different me, in a sense, you know? So, I don't know. My genre is just, like, I don't know. People. I've heard experimental. I guess I've heard a bunch of stuff. I guess it's just new and just like I feel like rap is blending in a little bit more, where subgenres and genres aren't, you know, as powerful as they used to be.
For sure, for sure. So, I mean, if we were to put like a name on it, kind of like underground, kind of like rising, I guess. Then
I'm fine with that.
yeah, yeah. So, like, what is that like underground rising scene? For lack of better words, like, what is that like in New York right now?
It's cool. It's cool. It's kind of like it hasn't. It's kind of stabilized a little bit. Like I remember, like when we first like started songs, like when we were going heavy, and like the scene was really bubbling, like 2017. Like it was real, like a community, like real love, and like everyone was tapped in. Like that's when everyone would see each other OD, and like there was always shows going on and stuff like that. That was cool. But now that like people have like kind of elevated and people have kind of like taken a step back to like actually like chill and work on their craft and figure stuff out like that. Like even I disappeared for like a year because I got my laptop and I had to learn how to make my own beats and stuff like that. So like now it's just people. I feel like it's coming back to like a more community type setting. But now it's just, you know, a couple shows here and there, people drop their tapes, people chill, people link up, smoke. It's a lot more calm now in NYC. And it's still underground, but we're also like pushing, you know? Pushing to where we aren't just viewed as underground rappers, you know? We're just rappers, we're just artists.
That makes sense. And so what I've wondered kind of with like rising artists is like, do you guys ever want to be mainstream? Like, is that one of your aspirations?
I mean, who wouldn't want to be mainstream? And also, I don't know how to define mainstream. Like, I wouldn't mind being someone that's big like that. You know, someone who's huge in society, like a tribe or something like that. But it's not. I can't necessarily say. I can't say it is a goal, and I can't say it's not a goal. I just want to make my art and do what I love doing, and kind of just support my life and my habits, you know. And if I end up being able to go mainstream, being able to have several studio albums and be able to be big label represented and stuff like that, then I definitely would love it. I would love to.
Interesting. Is that the general attitude right now? Because I know that mainstream, at least like as far as I know, has become a little bit of a taboo word because people don't really want to be associated with that. They kind of want to separate themselves from that. So like, is that like the general notion around there?
Probably not, but I don't. Probably not. I know a lot of people don't want to sign, and people are always like fuck labels and stuff like that. I mean, I can't say I'm against that, and I can't say I'm with that either. Because if I'm not gonna sign no 360 deal, you just got to be smart. I feel like rappers are just smarter now. Rappers know more about the ins and outs of the industry, so they're able to make more educated decisions. So me personally, it's just like it doesn't really matter. Like if I can sign a good deal, if I can sign a deal that's actually lucrative to me, then I wouldn't mind signing a deal. And I feel like a lot of artists are like that too. Like even Mike said that like he signed a little deal because it would help him. Like it only helped him, only boosted his career. It got him on tour, it got him more notoriety because the deal that he signed. Like I don't know if he signed anymore. I think it was like a short term thing. But mostly artists now, like especially in the New York like scene, most labels like know how artists are thinking, kind of. So if they really want to fuck with you, they'll do stuff off the strength. Like they'll help you out because they actually want to see you succeed, and not because they just want to sign you and bury you. And if any mainstream people or stuff like that aren't giving you that type of love and attention, then most people in New York will probably just dub it altogether because they don't need them necessarily, especially if you're big enough.
That's interesting. Are there a lot of small labels?
There's like I don't know about a lot. I don't know necessarily. I know like there's XLs and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and they fuck with guys heavy and shit. But
that's definitely interesting. So, do you have any underground artists you want to promote right now?
Well, like my brothers. Like Elijah Banksy, that's like one of my big homies. He's you'd probably like him.
Right.
You probably never heard of him. Zeke Ultra too. You probably like him too. Then my other guy, Louis Supreme. Shout out to him. He's more along the actual like trap lines, I guess. He was, but Zeke's. Everyone says that Zeke sounds just like Earl, but I guess that's like the thing to say about guys who rap. I guess now.
Yeah.
And yeah, but those are my guys. There's a bunch of like artists that I know and fuck with. I can't really even name right now, but everyone knows. Like it's all love for everybody,
Cool. All right. So you got your deluxe coming out. What do you say? Like April, May?
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, nice. Anything else you want us to know? Any upcoming projects? Anything like that? Like what's up in the scene?
No, that's the big one right now. I'm trying to get that going and get that on all streaming as soon as I can. So that I want to make it more spectacular, and I don't want to rush it because I rushed the initial product of it, and then I kind of just didn't like it, and I was upset about it. So I just want to get that off. But besides that, just videos, more tracks gonna come soon. I hope to drop another tape in the summer too. So I'm gonna just try to keep cooking and cooking.
All right, cool. It was great interviewing you, man.
Thank you, bro.
We hope you enjoyed the interview. Check out his music on Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, and YouTube. And keep a watch out for Young Bull Deluxe coming out April, May time. What makes Jodi interesting is his diversity of sound. So no matter what specific genre you like to align with, there's probably a part of Jodi's catalog that's right for you. Do you have any artists that you want us to interview? Drop them down in the comments. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at PHS Music Journalism and check out our website, phsmj.com. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time back here on the web or in room 192 every Black Tuesday. Peace.